So welcome brothers to another battlecast. This time I'm playing the Warriors of Chaos and we are going to face up against the Vampire Ghost, and you can already see the Chaos Lord on a Chaos Dragon, a Chaos Sorcerer on a Manticore, and an Exalted Hero also on a Manticore. So I decided to to deploy heavy in the air, or to have at least some heavy pressure in the air, the aerial threat over here with all these flying units. Even if my Vampire Ghost opponent have brought terror guys to the battlefield, with this heavy army over here, you have definitely the aerial threat, and it's quite good, I think, because especially also with all these dragon breaths on the enemy units, this causes a devastating amount of damage, and I think this is quite decent. I think against the Vampire Ghost, a Kolek or something like that is quite dangerous. He's on ground, he's a very huge target, he can be focused, it's very easy to shoot on him with the carronades and stuff. Of course also on the Chaos Lord, on the Chaos Dragon, but at least you are in the air and you can dodge the shots or fly out of the shooting range and stuff. You have more options over here. So let's come to the rest of my army. I brought Forsaken. Forsaken are very important in this matchup. Of course, these guys are immune to psychology, and this is the most important point over here. So they will not rout off very easy, or they will not rout off because of terror routes and stuff like that, and it's very, very good, especially against fights against units that cause fear and terror. And for this reason, against Necrophax, Colossus and stuff, these guys are very, very good. Then we have Chaos Warriors with great weapons over here to have at least some AP damage on the battlefield, and they are also for itself very heavily armored, so it's not so easy to kill them for the Vampire Ghost. Then we have Aspiring Champions over here. These guys are also superior in this matchup. They have the Encourage ability. Then we have the Mirror Guard, the Chaos Warriors. These guys have a very huge amount of armor for itself. We have 100, the Silver Shield. You can see now. Direct hit from Queen Bess, and as you can see, the devastating amount of damage over here. So this is incredible. But besides from that, these guys are also immune to psychology, what is very good. And at least you don't have to bring a lot of AP damage against the Vampire Ghost. The Vampire Ghost is not so heavily armored, and these guys are really superior for a fight against the Vampire Ghost. Then another group of Chaos Warriors, Aspiring Champions, and Forsaken. Nothing special. Forsaken, of course, on the flanks to flank my enemy. But besides from that, nothing special. And I brought two groups of Chaos Warriors with poison. These guys are, of course, to snipe out or to kill enemy carronades, Queen Bess, gunnery mobs, and all these garbage units, or I mean the zombies as garbage units. But for this reason, these guys are really superior, to sneak behind the front line or in the back line and to snipe out all these shooting units. Then let's come to my opponent, and this is very heavy what's going on over here. It's incredible. I mean, give me a complete break. We have 3 Necrophax Colossus over here. It's incredible. And 1 Gallows Giant. And this Necrophax Colossus over here is not a normal Necrophax Colossus, it's called Noctilus on a Necrophax Colossus, but this is massive shooting power. I mean, this is incredible. And this is it's a huge problem for my actual build, because I don't have Kolek, I don't have a Dragon Ogre Shacket, I don't have all these anti-large stuff. And for this reason, this is a problem. Of course, I have my Chaos Lord and my Exalted Hero and stuff, but a anti-large monster in this case would be superior. But also here we have massive shooting power, and all these Necrophax Colossus could easily snipe out my Kolek in the beginning, or a Dragon Ogre Shacket. So for this reason I thought, okay, it's still quite good to have brought a Chaos Lord on a Chaos Dragon. And you can see I directly moved out of the shooting range over here, but even though you can see I took already a lot of damage. We have a Queen Bess, we have Zombie Parent Gunnery Mob, we have Zombie Parent Deckhand Mob, we have the pole arm version of the zombies, but the rest of the army is a very, very cheap version, very budget version. He spent all his money on this huge Colossus over here, but the rest is quite garbage. Of course we have the Gunnery Mob. This is still quite dangerous, and we have of course these deckhand mob with pole arms. I would have brought at least more of these guys to protect my backline, and a combination of the polearm version and the Necrosphex Colossus would be devastating. So I would have brought more of these polearms, but even though this is his build, quite difficult for me to kill. But let's start over here, and you can already see I directly spreaded my units over here, not to be on one spot, and starting to cast here a piercing bolts of burning on these gunnery mobs over here. And also here I directly sent my Chaos Warhounds with poison on here on these zombie gunnery mobs, and a burning head going down on all these units on the background over here. The damage output is quite good on all these low tier zombies. Fire damage overall or in general is very good against all these undead units. This is a very good amount of damage over here. So I directly flew with my Chaos Sorcerer with Law of Fire in this gunnery mob over here, but of course the Necrosphex Colossus directly started to attack to shoot on my Chaos Sorcerer with Law of Fire, but a really chaotic fight breaking going on over here. You can see my Chaos Lord is in the background attacking one group of zombie gunnery mob, and also my Exalted here in combination with the Chaos Warhounds trying to clean up everything on the backside. Meanwhile my troops also took a lot of fire, especially from Queen Bess, so this was of course not so good. Over here my Chaos Maraud is now joining the frontline fight over here, attacking Queen Bess at least to kill the cannon crew. See the attack over here, but the Gallows Giant causing of course a devastating amount of damage. Also here my Forsaken now joining the fight, but of course they are really not designed to fight these large entities. They are designed to fight low tiered zombies or unarmored infantry units, but at this point it really was not looking very good for me. You can see the balance of power is massive in his area over here, and of course this was a huge problem. So of course I saw that I have to do something over here. Directly flew with my Chaos Sorcerer Lord to attack this Gallows Giant over here, to have at least some more power over here. Still Queen Bess was fighting. I casted over here in the middle a Flaming Sword of Ruin, plus 25% weapon damage, plus 25% missile damage, magical damage and fire damage. This combination is very good, and so this was also very good to clean up all these garbage zombies over here, and to take out in a few seconds Queen Bess over here. But still we have Count Noctilus very healthy, very good over here. My Exalted here now try to attack Count Noctilus. These Necrosphex Colossus are really strong, especially Count Noctilus over here. And on the last side we have my Chaos Warriors fighting all these Necrosphex Colossus, but of course this is not the anti-large version. This is the normal Chaos Warrior version with great weapons, so they have a really hard time against all these monsters over here. But meanwhile I really made it it was very good over here. The Gallows Giant is very heavily damaged, you can see this. So my Chaos Lord was really able to damage this Gallows Giant very fast over here. And now he's going down. So also Count Noctilus was shaking. He's still quite healthy, but he is shaking. My Chaos Lord now joining the fight, but he took a lot of damage, especially from the Necrosphex Colossus on the backside over here. He constantly shoot on him. Count Noctilus tried to flee, and in the backline my Chaos Warriors with poison did a great job against the gunnery mob, even if it was not that easy. So they are they're quite able to hold the line for some kind of guns, Chaos Warhounds, but they made it over the time. So we have a Dragon Breath going down over here on the Necrophax Colossus. The damage output was okay. Of course, I thought I have to do something. I have to attack all these Necrophax Colossus. I have to damage them. But of course, especially also in this case, I took a lot of damage. You can see this over here. You can see I'm nearly dead now. And this Necrophax Colossus is quite healthy. Meanwhile, the Exalted Hero did a great job against Count Noctilus over here. This was really superior fight over here. The damage output, Exalted Hero is a very strong hero. As I said in my faction guide, he's very superior, and on a Manticore you have at least a huge amount of mobility. And I was really surprised how well he was doing against the Count Noctilus over here in the Necrophax. As you can see, he took so much damage. He's nearly dead now. Now I decided, okay, I have to go all in over here, even with my Chaos Warhounds. Of course, these guys will not doing a significant amount of damage, but I thought, okay, I have to do something with this Necrophax. He's too healthy, so he's nearly on half health. This Necrophax Colossus is now nearly down, so I made it just with my infantry. This was very surprising. So here you can see this Necrophax Colossus get more and more damage. On the backside over here you can see Count Noctilus trying to flee over here, and of course I have to kill him. I thought I have to kill him now. I can't let him go. So you can see now starting to crumble. My Chaos Lord meanwhile was routing, but he came back. He's very low on health. Now Count Noctilus, he's dead. Exalted here did a great job against him. And also here, the next one going down, the Chaos Warriors did a great job against this one, and we have just one. They're cheering, beautiful. Then we have just one Necrophax Colossus left, and this one is very low on health, but yeah, my Exalted Hero is also quite heavily damaged. But I thought, okay, this should be it. There's just one Necrophax Colossus left, and he's now starting to crumble. And yeah, this was very close. Beautiful. So just a few zombies left, but this was a great fight. It was very difficult. So I won this fight over here, but I can tell you this was very close. My Chaos Lord is nearly dead. My Chaos Sorcerer is dead. I mean, my Chaos Lord is nearly dead. And also my infantry troops are very heavily damaged. So this was very close. So nothing more to tell about this matchup over here. As I said, I would have brought more and more of the polearm version. You can believe me, a combination of Necrophax with the polearm version in the backline is devastating. I would have brought more. I think it's too much. At least one Necrophax Colossus out or Queen Bess. I think this was a little bit too much over here. But besides from that, more of the polearm version. Some Empire Deckhand Mob with polearm version is a very cost efficient unit and very steady. for the price. Over here you can see also this build was definitely not designed for a fight against this build over here, but at the end the Forsaken did a great job in the infantry, and it was quite difficult for my monsters and lords to kill all these Necrofax Colossus, but you can see give me a complete break and nearly no health left over here, so it was very difficult. But anyways, thanks to Sazadi. See you again in the next battle or ladder, and yeah, thank you guys, have a nice evening and see you next time.